The meeting of
Are
the
we in
one brain
trouble?
cell. Uh-oh.
Yeah, right? All right, do we pass it over to you, Sushi?
Sure. Is everybody ready to play?
I'm so
I'm
ready. I'm so
excited.
ready. I'm nervous and I'm ready.
I've waited
Alright.
so long.
All right. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna start us off with a little bit of a cutscene.
Wow, wow.
Ooh, okay. Do I need to be watching something?
Wait, is this the link I need
Yes.
to share?
Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
Okay.
It's a Theater of the Mind cutscene.
Okay.
Theater of the Mind.
Right here, the pretty
Oh,
birds
yeah.
in the
Heard
forest.
Ooh, Sushi's a
Wow.
little quiet.
Ooh.
Yeah, can you guys hear the bird?
Am I supposed to be seeing
Very
something?
tranquil.
Nope.
No, we're
only
just
in
listening.
Your, only in
Oh,
your
Only in
mind.
our brains, in our imagination.
Oh, that's a horrible place. I hate it here.
So we're looking at a trail in the forest. It's at dawn, and we see two people walking down the trail. They're dressed in what look to be ranger clothes, park ranger outfits. So green jacket, brown pants, and a hat. And they're just walking along the trail, occasionally picking up trash on the way. Everybody's saying, "I'm quiet."
I turned you up.
Okay, cool. On the bottom, if this was say a television show, on the bottom of the screen, typing a one letter at a time, it says Saturday, June 30th, 2012. Man, this light is something else, huh? The woman says, gazing at the sky ahead as she walks. Tommy, how long have you been a park ranger? The man walking beside Tomika asks her, his lips forming a smirk. 13 years, why? She responds. Don't you ever get sick of commenting on the quality of the light, he says. Jesus, Chris, I want to apologize for enjoying the little things. I became a park ranger to be closer to nature. Sunrise is my favorite time of the day, so sue me. Tomika continues on, picking up a plastic bag as she walks ahead. She stops and turns, facing Chris as he comes up the trail. Why the hell did you become a park ranger, Chris? To meet chicks, he says, his smirk rising higher.
Gross.
The chicks.
Ew.
Tommy
Ew.
shakes her head. Do you ever take things seriously? Like, Jesus Christ. Annoyed, she starts walking faster and, leaving Chris where he stands, disappears around a bend.
Uh-oh.
Tommy, come back. I'm sorry. I'll answer your questions. Just slow down, Chris says as he hurries to keep up with his coworker. He rounds the bend, expecting to see her continuing along the trail, but stops short when he realizes she's not there.
Uh-oh.
Tommy?
Oh.
He says.
Oh, God.
Tommy, where'd you go? Come on, quit fooling.
No,
I was just having fun. Don't be mad. The noise of a rustle and a twig snap to his right interrupts him. He turns to face it.
Oh, God.
Tommy? He says again, this time in a barely audible whisper. Snap! Another broken twig, but this time to his left. Chris unholsters his sidearm, whirls around to face the noise, his handgun pointing down, but ready. This isn't funny. Another twig break, but this time it's a little further off the trail inside the forest. With wide eyes, Chris steps off the trail, into the trees, and towards the sounds. His footsteps muffled by the ground cover, Chris pushes aside outstretching tree limbs and clinging, thorny bushes. His breath coming in fast and ragged. He's on full alert now as he winds his way to and fro between the pines and the oaks, unsure as to what he is following. Another crack, this time much louder and deeper than the others, goes off ahead, and he makes to follow it when he stops and kneels down, examining a disturbed patch of fallen pine needles, the fresh dirt showing beneath. He reaches out to touch it, and as he does, his head snaps up. A soft susurrus echoes through the trees. Whispers of an unknown origin swirl around the surrounding trees like the breath of some huge creature. containing forgotten words and phrases undecipherable to man. Spooked, Chris blindly runs forward, tree branches and spiky brambles clutching at his clothes, drawing long, thin lines of blood across his exposed skin. After running what feels like an hour, he sees light up ahead, blinding after what seemed like the utter darkness of the forest, and speeds up. Like a whale breaching the surface of the ocean, Chris bursts out into a field of huckleberry and stops short. Standing on the far side of the clearing is Tamika. She's bending down, looking at something inside the tree line. He takes off running again
like it.
until he's only 20 feet from her. Tommy, what the hell? He starts saying. Shh! She whispers angrily, turning to face him. You'll scare him off!
What?
She turns to face the forest again. It's okay, she says to a patch of trees ahead. It's okay. We won't hurt you. You can come out.
What?
There's a faint rustle and a creak as, very slowly, a small, dirt-covered hand appears on the tree trunk, followed by the filthy face of a small boy.
What?
Oh.
I want my mommy,
Correct.
he says,
I want my mommy, he says.
and the screen blacks out.
What the? What? Wait. Wait.
Frick them kids.
Scared. Oh my god.
We don't trust the children.
No one's gonna break them kids in. Break you too, me to Tony. Run away.
It's Saturday morning, June 30th, 2012. July 4th is coming up on the following Wednesday, and so it's one of those weird holidays that falls midweek with some people celebrating this weekend, some people celebrating next weekend. Some people are doing both. What are your characters' July 4th plans?
God.
Oh man.
Okay, well, Molly's plans are she's going to spend the day in her house. In her house with her hamster, Sir Snuggles. Because they have just like a really deep bond and she just really wants to spend the time with him. Plus, she knows he's afraid of fireworks because who's not afraid of fireworks? They're scary and loud. So yeah, she's spending it with her beloved.
All right.
Amber is spending it with her grandma at home as well. She doesn't have a ton of friends, and she's never really liked 4th of July. It never sits right with her. She's read too many conspiracy theories online about it that she's found as fact. So she likes to stay home where she can be safe and protect her grandmother.
Great.
Kimmery is also staying home. She usually likes to celebrate the 4th of July with her best friend, but this year, after the events of the last mission, she's become a little more recluse, stays inside where she feels safe and protected. So a little on edge, just trying to keep her mind off of things, watching TV, reading books, just anything that she can do.
Sure. And as far as the timeline goes, the previous mission actually took place in 2009, so it has been a few years. But your
I'm
Kimmery
still
is
traumatized.
still traumatized. Yeah, exactly.
I'm still very
That's heartbreak.
traumatized.
That's heartbreak.
Fiona is choosing to celebrate 4th of July with her sister, Isabel, down by a pretty reclusive lakeside. They like to just hang out, like maybe take some kayaks out, very low key, not very many people around. Fiona's really untrusting of other people, but she does like spending quality time with her sister.
Great.
And yeah, Pauline, she usually likes a quiet 4th of July. She's spending time in her garden, and then she and her roommate Justice, they're gonna grill some tofu steaks and watch some documentaries. So that's their plan.
All right.
They're really cool.
So, for those that haven't seen the first round of this game, this is P-Cell. This is a secular cell within the outlaw department of Delta Green. Situated around and throughout the United States government and other organizations, these people live ordinary lives until they are called to do the extraordinary and investigate the unknown. And today is one of those days. Agent Pearl. It's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon, and your cell phone starts to ring.
She side eyes it. She doesn't really like being bothered during a holiday weekend, but she doesn't know if it's work or not, so she picks up.
And a voice comes through that you've only heard one time before. Agent Pearl. It's Agent Parzival. I need you to gather P-Cell and meet at the Holiday Motel, room 13 in Oakdale, California, no later than tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Can you do that?
Are you kidding? Chills run down her spine. Fine. She hangs up the phone as the last mission washes over her. Oh, wait, did she stop?
The phone. Before you hang up, he says, wait.
Okay.
I'll have more information when you get there.
So
She's
bad.
so excited.
She's like, all right, great, hang up.
Fine, I guess.
Can't beat him.
But this is time sensitive. I need everybody there by tomorrow at 6 a.m., especially Agent Paul.
No.
When you arrive, stop by the front office and tell them your name is Artemis and that Parzival left you something.
Okay.
They'll know what this means. When you're in there, touch nothing that you're not instructed to. Oh, and I'm sending you some new blood. Call signs are Agent Pond and Agent Palm.
Oops.
Oops.
Too similar.
Oh no.
And now you can hang up.
Understood. She hangs up the phone.
All right.
She looks over at her sister by the lake, having a good time, and knows what must be done.
Oh.
She pulls out her pistol and shoots her in the head.
What? No.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's
No.
not what needs to be done? Okay.
Oh no. This is a mice and men.
One
Oh
bond.
my God.
It went from 0 to 100.
Escalated. Oh my god.
That was crazy.
How do you contact the two remaining, or at least two known members of your cell?
Oh gosh. So, does she have like any information on them other than their names?
You do have, I believe you did exchange phone numbers at the end of the last mission.
Okay. No, I do remember that, but like with the two new members.
You
Would
don't
you-
have, so you don't necessarily need to contact them.
Oh, they'll
because
just already be there. Okay, they're
yeah,
being
they'll
contacted
already get the call.
separately.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. So Fiona decides to send out a group text message to the other members of P-Cell with this information.
Got it. So you've been
These
asked.
emojis in the text
Go ahead.
message.
No emojis, all business.
You up?
Okay.
You up? No.
You've been asked to meet at the Holiday Motel in Oakdale, California, no later than Sunday, July 1st at 6 a.m. How does everybody get there?
I blocked everybody's numbers, so I didn't get the, I didn't get the text.
queen.
Somehow, even though you blocked the number, it
No!
comes through.
She doesn't want back.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well. Okay, somebody else go first. If I
go.
can't block numbers.
I'll go.
Hey, go ahead.
Molly gets her manager to bring her because she, as a former child actor and actress, still has a manager that is trying to get her roles desperately. So Molly actually thinks this is possibly for a role in a movie. She doesn't really understand what it is, but she's excited about it. She's just, very hopeful that things will go in her way this time around because this is her first big shot at what she assumes is a very big action movie. And yeah, she's just very excited.
Great. What do you do with Mr. Snuggles?
Oh, we call our best friend. She knows all about his, everything he needs, his special food, the fact that he can only drink mineral water, like just very low key things. And also that he has a massage at 3 p.m. But yeah, she's great with it. She understands completely.
Got it. All right. Rosalie?
Amber has a lot of money since, her IT job and all the secrets she sells. So money's not really an issue, but she looks at her Grammy and realizes she has to go to her neighbor, Lily, again. So she knocks on her door and she's like, Lily, I have to go out of town again. And somehow she knows that her friend almost knows that something is up again, but she agrees. So Lily watches Grammy and she gets a ticket to California.
Okay, yeah, I do. I remember Lily had a hard time with your Grammy after the last time you left like this.
She did. It was really
she was
difficult.
Very difficult to work with, yeah.
Yeah, she was very hesitant, but she felt like she couldn't say no either, so
Got it.
she said yes.
All right. Vera?
How do I get the notice?
The sigh.
Sushi.
You and Molly are contacted kind of similarly by just a cell phone call.
Oh, okay, it's not like a note inside my package of tofu that I opened to put on
No.
the grill.
I mean, hey, if you want it to be.
That's what I want.
Okay.
I love
You
that for
open
you.
up your package of tofu and there's a note in there. It just gives you an address and a time to be there.
It's slimy.
Ew.
It's wet.
Ew.
Wet note.
How do you get there? Where is your character living?
I live in Wisconsin. I've never been to California. I guess I do have some travel miles on my credit card, so I guess I'll use those. Because I go to different locations for the EPA. I just apologize to Justice, let them know I have another outdoor excursion I have to go to for work, and please take good care of Noodle the snake. Only one rat per week. And I very excitedly overpack because I don't know what to prepare for, and nervous, and then I hop on the next plane.
Got it. And Farah?
Okay. So getting the text, Kimmery spends a lot of time going back and forth on realizing that she probably won't be able to get out of it and trying to convince herself that it'll be a good idea to go because it would be better to face the demons, to try and overcome the trauma that she's been experiencing, as per her therapist that she's been talking to for the past however many years. So she begrudgingly decides to pack up some things and get a ticket. She realizes she took the time off for the holiday anyway, so may as well just use this to try and see if she can come out stronger on the other end.
Got it. Do you remember what your therapist's name was?
No.
Dr. Kombucha.
Oh,
AKA Dr. Booch.
That's right, Dr. Booch! I love Dr. Booch.
Oh
Yeah, no, I trust Dr. Booch, so I think they're right.
Not while I'm drinking.
I need to go and face my demons, because Dr. Booch has not led me wrong so far. I trust them.
So far.
All right. Misty, did you say how you got there? Did I already?
I don't think I did yet.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
But Fiona decides to just fly there. She tells her sister she has work, and since both of them work for the CIA SOG, her sister understands that, you know, their work can be kind of last minute or secretive, so she knows better than to ask Fiona too many questions, and she just kind of goes.
You arrive at the motel. It's an ugly, beige, U-shaped building off a busy urban road. A row of motel rooms lines each wing facing inwards. Show you this.
Ooh, okay.
Case file.
Ooh.
Did it
Fancy.
do it?
It did. Or, for me.
Yeah. Let me.
Ooh, search pages.
Ah, there it is.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, look at our little one.
From California Motel.
That really is.
This is your journal. If you look on the top icon bar of Foundry, there's the little open book. That's your journal tab.
Journal.
Under Delta Green
Oh.
Operation Fulminate.
Found it.
It's case file. So that is your journal. This is where all of your handouts will show up, and you can peruse them at your leisure.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
This is so in depth.
Love it. Foundry, virtual
I'm
tabletop. It's the best.
fascinated.
So you're all you all get there kind of all around the same time. Are there any greetings? What do you guys do when you see each other? Obviously, there's two members that you don't know.
Amber is very awkward. She puts her hands in her pocket and she just kind of says like hi to everyone, even the same kind of hi to those she knows and those she doesn't. It's like she almost doesn't even seem like she recognizes. She still feels a little awkward, especially with the two she knows, considering how she knows that they know what she did. Trying her best.
3 years
Just a
ago.
girl.
Ancient history
Yeah.
by now.
Let bygones be bygones. It's fine.
It
Time
doesn't
heals all
matter.
things.
It's really fine. That's all she says to them.
Okay.
Well, Molly just thinks like they're other actors and actresses. Like she sees them and she's like, "Oh my god, are you guys here for the role too? It's so nice to meet you." Yes, it is me, Molly Starr. If you recognize me, you're right. It is me. And she kind of like does a weird curtsy. And yeah, she's just really excited to see other people because she thinks they're going to be acting in a movie together since she was lied to by her manager and like her agent. So, you know.
Got it.
It's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, Molly.
She's just here for vibes.
Pauline approaches you with her 2 big suitcases she's rolling behind her, pushes her giant glasses up higher on her nose, and she sticks her hands out to Molly, and she's like, "Oh, yes, we are also actors, wink, wink."
Molly like looks at her like, "Oh my god, I get it, right?"
Yeah,
And she also winks, but she like does it like really good.
Oh yeah, I'm like blinking. Blink. I'm Pauline. She sticks her hand out.
She shakes her hand, like strong grip.
Whoa,
Like, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. And then
She thinks she's adorable.
I have no idea who you are, but I'm just excited. She doesn't say that.
She can't tell. She believed you.
Oh.
She believed you.
Perfect. I'm gonna turn to Agent Pearl and say, "Oh, are you also an actor? Wink, wonk, wink,
Wonk?
wink,
wonk?
wonk,
Is that-
wink, wonk."
Wink, wonk. Wink, wonk.
Fiona kind of eyes her suspiciously. I suppose. She kind of looks past her and sees Agent Processor and Agent Paw. It nods to them. She feels a deal of respect towards them since they were her former teammates, and feels she can trust them a little bit more than the new people. Nice to see you two again.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Amber says it really awkwardly.
During the interactions, Agent Paw has been a little distant, clearly not all there. And if you watch her closely, you can see that she's been holding her hands to get them to stop shaking. Seeing Agent Pearl and Agent Processor again has kind of started to bring back all of the memories, which has been very overwhelming for her all at once. And seeing 2 new faces acting to what she feels almost inappropriately because they're so excited for something that really hurt her and traumatized her. But Dr. Booch's voice is in her head. Repeating that she needs to go be brave and try and overcome this trauma and anxiety. So she steadies herself and greets Agent Processor and Agent Pearl very briefly, a quick hello, and just acknowledges Agent Pond and Agent Palm.
All right.
Molly waves.
Molly.
Agent Pearl, Agent Parzival gave you the instructions on what you need to do here.
Oh yeah, wait, what was the name again? I remember there was a specific name.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Was that
yeah,
me
go
that
ahead.
I had to do that, or was it Agent Pearl that had to do that?
It was Pearl.
I think it was
Okay.
me, yeah.
Yeah, Parzival just said to make sure that Agent Paul is on this mission.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
The name was Artemis. I wrote it in my notes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I
Artemis.
was like, it started with an A. Fiona walks over to the front counter and
Okay,
says,
yes. So
Artemis.
You approach the office, a small one-story building at the end of the row of rooms. An American flag hangs limply off of the wall, and a disused Coke machine randomly blinks its lights at you. You open the door and you see an overweight, sweaty man in an off-colored shirt sitting behind the large counter that dominates the cramped space. He looks up as the bell above the front door gives a rusty jingle. "We got no vacancy. Can't you see the sign?" he says.
Aggressive.
Fiona looks through him almost with her piercing gaze. I'm checking in for Artemis.
You what? I'm sorry, honey. You'll have to speak up.
Artemis!
Ew. He's so rude.
Ew.
He looks at you for an uncomfortable second
Ew.
before turning around and opening a cupboard door behind him. He grabs something out of it, turns around before slowly putting it on the counter. You see a thick, padded envelope with the name Artemis written on it.
She walks over and carefully picks it up in her hands.
As you go to grab it, the man shoots his arm out and quickly slams his meaty palm on top of the
God,
package,
what is this guy's
stopping it.
problem?
Oh my
Like
god.
him.
He
He's
looks
about
at
to
you.
die.
He looks at you with a kind of shit-eating grin on his face before lifting his hand off the package, letting you take it.
Ew.
Ew.
Gross, freak.
Get a life.
Fiona's used to men like this in her life. And
No!
thinks nothing on him. Thinks nothing about him other than a cockroach scuttling beneath her feet.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Russian.
She grabs the file and walks back out towards the other agents.
All right. Agent Pearl comes out of the office carrying a pretty thick envelope. What do you do?
I think, are we supposed to go to a room?
Oh.
Is this the set?
Oh, sorry, the set? I think this set
Okay.
is room.
Sorry, I forgot we're supposed to be in character. My bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, which room is it again? Sorry.
13?
13. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm bad with numbers too.
You're good.
Same.
We were instructed to go to room number 13.
Okay. Room 13 stands at the end of the row of rooms on the east side, furthest from the office. The curtains on the window are drawn shut, and the door is closed. You see 3 individual locks on the front door. And you should now see room
Ooh.
13.
Oh.
Oh, it's falling off.
Interesting.
Ooh. Oh, pretty.
I'm dragging
Molly
my
audibly goes, "How pretty."
luggage. You guys are all light packers. Wow.
I don't
Not
know
my
if I
first
like
rodeo. Not my first rodeo.
You've done this before?
Let's just go inside.
Okay.
The door is locked.
Molly thinks she's a veteran actress.
Door's locked.
Fiona
Mm-hmm.
Fiona opens the file to see if there's a key in there.
Okay, you open the package and find a very well-read copy of War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy.
Whoa.
Help us.
She opens up the book.
Okay. You start flipping through. The first 455 pages are normal, but as you flip through it further, you find a small, hollowed-out section at page 456, which goes until 837. Inside the hollowed-out section, you find a set of 3 keys. Attached
I
to
love
the key
that.
is a tag that reads Room 13.
This must be our way in.
Whoa.
She takes the keys and tries them with the locks.
All right, you slide in the keys one by one, and on the last one, you hear a click. The door opens. So each key is opens each lock.
Yeah, that's weird. There's so many locks on this door.
I don't
Well,
like
that-
this at all.
Suspicious.
Becomes pretty clear as you walk in. The inside of this room resembles your average 2-star motel. A shabby twin bed with dingy sheets stands on your left. To the right is an old mini fridge buzzing quietly. However, the far side of the room looks much less like you would expect. This side of the room is dominated by a floor-to-ceiling metal wall. A single solid metal door, the only feature in it.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
I've updated your journal.
I don't like that.
Stinky.
That's
Ew!
scary.
What kind
That's
of
scary looking.
motel?
Don't like it.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
This is a Hostel movie. What's happening?
Next to the bed stands a TV cart like the ones that you would see in high school. An old TV sits on top and a VCR on a shelf underneath. A file folder and a set of car keys sits on top of the VCR, and a piece of paper taped to the TV reads, "Press, play, burst."
Oh,
Ooh.
creepy.
Agents, thank you for coming. I'm sorry to drag you out here at such short notice, the week of 4th of July and all, but we have a situation that was flagged to us and needs to be addressed. Meet Brandon McGill, 6-year-old, found in the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir in Yosemite National Park not far from here. He showed up Saturday morning naked, dirty, and alone, and asked for his parents. Not so strange, people are reported missing from national parks all the time throughout the U.S. Well, the Rangers managed to contact his parents, and the response was understandable. You see,
Brandon McGill had indeed
been reported missing by his parents. His last known location was indeed Hetch Hetchy Reservoir, but that was in 1980. Brandon F. McGill, born 1974, disappeared from the Hetch Hetchy area in Yosemite at age 6, near a national landmark called the Devil's Chair, on June 22nd, 1980. He was with his parents on vacation.
Devil's Chair.
There's a natural stone structure of shattered basalt that happens to have cracked and collapsed to form a vague seat, 3 meters tall and 2 meters wide. A popular tourist attraction. Brandon McGill's parents, Ian and Ann McGill,
Ages 27 and 26.
at the time, claimed the child was right there with them when he vanished. It was approximately 4:30 p.m. The FBI became involved after an eyewitness claimed to have seen a man in black clothing following the McGills down the trail. 2 independent witnesses volunteered this information. One described the man as tall and pale. The other described only as a figure in black. Multiple searches, one of which involved well over 100 personnel and 2 helicopters, found nothing. Brandon McGill was officially declared dead in 1987. After the confusing conversation
With the family.
the supervising park ranger contacted the FBI. He texted photos of Brandon McGill, and the FBI matched them with earlier photos. Much earlier photos. Brandon McGill disappeared in 1980 at age 6. If still alive, he should be more than 30 years old.
So, how does
A dead 6-year-old from 1980 turn up at the same location he went missing from 32 years earlier, looking no older than the day he vanished? That is what you need to find out. Go to the ranger station, investigate the appearance of this child, and determine what supernatural forces are at play here, and stop them. But most of all, make the outcome appear mundane. However, there's another catch. The FBI is aware of the situation and will be heading there. Luckily for us, an agent from XL stationed in the FBI managed to intercept the bulletin and used their credentials to muscle their way into the investigation. They have managed to delay the official FBI response long enough to get you in and out before they arrive.
you are to head up
To the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir under the guise of the official FBI investigation. Agent Paw, your knowledge and skills in this arena will be invaluable, and I would like you to take a lead on this one. If anyone inquires, your fellow agents or advisors assisting you in this delicate situation. Oh, and one more thing. The room you're standing in is what's called a green box. We have places like this all over the country that we use as
a
a
repository for weapons.
and supplies, as well as, shall we say, the less palatable things we find during our investigations. Through the metal door, you'll find a weapons locker. Take what supplies you think you'll need for your investigation.
Touch nothing else.
Trust me. You don't want whatever else is in there. Okay, agents. Contact me on the usual number if you need me. And good luck.
That was horrendous.
I loved every second of it.
Oh my god, Sushi, that was amazing. Except
I
for the
loved
part where you
every
asked
second
me
of
to
it.
be the lead on that.
Hey, you're in the FBI.
Yeah, and I could get fired.
Gotta do.
Find me. Oh, I mean, so is Agent Palm. Different division, but still the FBI.
You have experience in this arena.
Oh.
Overcome your
Oh.
trauma.
I'm doing my best.
See, she just thinks you're like a really well-known actress she doesn't know about, so she's like, I understand. I'll help you as much as I can.
Beautiful. Oh no. Ooh. Burr. Oh my god.
Agent Pond is scribbling quickly in her notebook, jotting down notes.
So you have your assignment. Locate the child, identify the child, determine whether an unnatural threat is in the area, remove the unnatural threat, and make the outcome appear mundane. You have a file folder that was on top of the TV and a set of car keys. And the green box door awaits.
Oh,
Well, I guess
okay.
we better check out what weaponry there is.
Okay.
Kimmery's still a little shaken after learning that this is something kind of more under her jurisdiction and expertise. And she has a ton of thoughts just firing back and forth in her brain, but she is able to collect herself quickly. She takes a deep breath and she looks around at the other agents and looks to Agent Pond and Agent Palm in particular. And she asks them, Can you tell me a little bit about your experience in what you do? You don't have to tell me what you do. In fact, I don't really care. But tell me what kinds of things you know. If you can handle weapons, if you have been on certain missions outside, or just tell me your expertise. Tell me what I need to know. I'm familiar with Agent Pearl. I'm familiar with Agent Processor, and I know that they are capable, but I need to know a little bit more about you two.
Agent Pond looks over at Agent Palm, and then back to Agent Paul. She's like, well, this would be my first mission with, Delta Green. And,
Molly's like, oh, that's their agent.
yeah. I'm Agent Pond. That's my what you can call me. I'm gonna trust you. I don't know if that's wrong, but you seem very trustworthy and a little scary, so I respond well to authority. I work in the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. I'm good at forensics and finding my way on a trail, and I do know how to handle myself. I am part of the the criminal division. Let me just, what is it called? Hold on.
Yes, you
Oh
are
no,
CID.
everyone can see me frantically looking.
Watching you flip through your files.
Yeah. the Office of Criminal Enforcement, Forensics, and Training. She pushes her glasses higher up on her face. This is.
And in fact, Agent Paul, as she says that, you, with your alertness of 70, you notice a sidearm on Agent Pawn's hip.
I see you can handle a gun.
Yes.
How long have you been using one?
Ever since I have been in the EPA, and that's been 3 years now. If you were to put a score on it, I'd be like a 60 out of 100. It's pretty good.
That is good. I think that'll be a valuable asset. You'll be a valuable asset.
60% of your shots? That's not very good.
Let's get out of here. You're not here.
It depends on where the shot is. Benefit of the doubt. I'm sure it's fine.
I wanna help. Like I said, I'm new to this, but I trust in you. Maybe you can call me some kind of environmental specialist, some kind of I don't know, advisor, that like forensics advisor that can help.
Kimmery nods, pleased with the response, and she says, "That's good. You obviously have an idea of what we're going to be doing, but just know that this is not going to be easy, and you have to be vigilant. You have to be aware. Just."
She's nodding and writing these down in her notebook.
Keep that in mind as before we go into the weapons locker, as we set out to do this. And then Kimmery turns to Agent Palm and looks at her and says, "And what about you, Agent Palm?"
Molly again does a little wave and is like, "Well, my name is Molly Starr. Again, yes, I'm the child actress Molly Starr, but I am actually also in the FBI." And Molly does kind of like a little clap of excitement. Because she's just like, we're the same. She's like, "I'm actually an intelligence case officer. I just started a few months ago, but I passed with flying colors to get in. So I think that's just really good sign for my future, And she's just kind of really proud of herself, and she motions towards Agent Pond, and she's like, "I also know how to use a gun. I've had my license since I was 21 because I got it for a role in a movie that I didn't end up getting the role for, but I am trained, so that was helpful when I got the job at the FBI." She's just kind of the problem is that she's very persuasive, and honestly, even though it doesn't sound good, it sounds like it is good just because of how proud of it she is.
I'm writing down very detailed backstory. It's great.
Yeah, and she goes on to say, because her she has pretty good, search, so she's able to find things, but she thinks it's because she's lucky. So she's like, "I'm also I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm really lucky when it comes to finding and seeing things. It's just been something I've dealt with my whole life, I think, because I don't remember much as a child, but I know I was probably lucky then too." So she just kind of like casually drops she had amnesia. But yeah, she's like, I hope to be of as much assistance as I can. And she winks because she still thinks they're acting.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yuri kind of gives her a look with a raised eyebrow, but nods and says, just make sure to follow my lead. If that's what they want, if they want me to lead, then just stick close and don't let your guard down even for a second.
Molly looks at her all starry-eyed and is like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Starry-eyed. It's the two novices.
Amber interjects. She's starting to get annoyed with Agent Palm, thinking she's taking it as a joke. And she's like, are you taking this seriously? This is really dark stuff.
Molly is like, yeah, I know. I was, I thought we were already trying to tell each other that, it's okay to... She's like flustered because she doesn't really know like what's happening right now. And she's just like, this is what my agent told me it was. It was for an acting job. And she's just like confused.
What kind of acting job?
I was an actress, so it was just for a role I got for some program called Delta Green, but that was all they said.
Agent Palm, this is no act, like none of this is acting. We're not on a set. This isn't a movie.
Molly's just kind of like taken aback, and she kind of like thinks, because she's seen some stuff in her time, so she's kind of like the dots are connecting in her brain. Like, it's taking a while, but they're kind of connecting a little bit. So she kind of like takes a step back a little bit mentally, not like in person. And she's like, okay, I'm locked in. I understand.
Yeah,
like all proud of herself.
It's a great cover story. I gotta work on mine.
Fiona kind of internally rolls her eyes, but she knows that they must have been brought here for a reason. Like, they wouldn't just throw newbies in with zero experience or skills. Sometimes it's better not to question the authority and just roll with it, is what she's learned from her job. So she looks at both Palm and Pond and says, just be careful. Since us three have experience, follow our lead, and especially listen to Agent Paw since she's been assigned as leader.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Agent Paw looks at the 4 ladies in the room and asks them, all right, shall we? And then goes to the door. Is it unlocked?
Yes, and in fact, it resembles more of what you'd find in a restaurant. It's like a large walk-in fridge.
Okay.
It is unlocked. You open the large metal door and it gives a creak in protest, likely because of lack of use. The room beyond stretches left and right, with the left side holding what looks to be equipment and weapons, while the right side appears to be a random assortment of objects.
Oh, me as Opal is so tempted to just like grab a monkey's paw or something, you know? Like, oh, what's the most cursed item in here?
Wait, real fast,
Yeah.
guys. How do you unpause your screen?
Wait, what do you mean?
Go.
Okay, yeah, because my screen was like on my Delta Green screen, it said
yeah.
pause, and now it just finally unpaused.
Oh.
So I was like, is that
that's
supposed to
controlled by
happen?
me.
Okay, I was like, I'm confused.
It's sushi.
It's
Okay.
me.
Okay, makes me feel better.
Agent Paw looks around and then eyes the wall of weapons and then says, remember, it said to only take what we need. Don't touch anything else. So let's be smart about this. Let's take a minute to look around and find what's going to be best for this mission.
I'm so excited to look in here.
All right. You, sounds like you head to the left where all the weapon and equipment.
Yes.
And you find a brand new semi-auto 12-gauge shotgun.
Ooh.
Comes with two. They're like large detachable magazines. One is full of buckshot. One is full of slugs. So there's just different types of ammunition with that one. As you're looking around, you notice an old kind of scratched up Glock 22 handgun. If you inspect it, you pull out the magazine. It's only loaded with 8 rounds, but it carries a 15-round magazine. But then there's also a couple of extra rounds, or a couple of extra magazines with that one. And then there's an old ammo can with a snub-nose Ruger 101. It's a 357 Magnum, and it comes with like an in-the-waistband holster that you can carry in at the nape of your back. And there is about 4 extra cylinders for that one. I have all this stuff in the equipment area. There is also, just kind of on a ledge, a badly tarnished pure silver dagger.
Ooh.
On the pommel is a double-headed eagle with its its wings spread. In its claws, it's clutching a swastika.
Oh.
Weird.
Interesting.
Not
I will
nice.
say, so Kimmery...
Don't like that.
Kimmery, Fiona, Pauline, and even Molly, you all have sidearms for your job. So you do have weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Amber is really the only one that isn't able to carry legally.
Okay.
But if there's anything here that you want, let me know and you can have it. So I'll say it again. So semi-automatic shotgun, a Glock 22 handgun, and a 357 Magnum snub-nosed in a concealable holster.
And a dagger, right?
And a dagger with the Nazi swastika on
Right.
the bottom.
Right.
Jesus.
Can I take the handgun, the Glock?
You want the Glock 22?
Yes, please.
Okay, and that's Misty. Okay, and now we'll just say, so you... oh, sorry, you don't have a gun.
Pearl doesn't have a gun?
She should have a gun because she's the scariest amongst us.
Yes, you have CIA. So
Cold-blooded
you
killer.
currently do have a weapon that you are able to carry, and that is a handgun.
Oh, so I already
Shoot
have
it.
one. Okay.
Yes.
Let's
There's
see.
a shotgun
here.
as well if you want the shotgun.
Maybe I'll take the shotgun instead. Let's mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I take the handgun since I got nothing?
Yes. Do you want the Glock or do you want the concealable 357?
Maybe the concealable?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Fancy.
Can't get caught with it that way.
Exact, since I'm not legally allowed to carry.
So funny hearing you say that.
I'm not legally allowed to carry.
You,
Oh,
the
I got
nicest
it,
person on
yay!
the world.
Sushi,
Okay, let me find. Mhm.
what's the difference between like my Glock 17 and this Glock 22?
Second.
Is there a damage difference?
Holster. No, there is no damage difference. It's just different caliber weapons. Actually, let me double check though.
While he's checking, Percy, do you want to clarify?
Mm.
Etherian was asking, so Percy's character is generally in the FBI, but thought this was an acting role because child actor.
Oh, yes. So the whole thing is, she has been kind of like watched since she was a child. So this whole time, what she thought were her like managers and her, just her everything with her acting has actually been kind of pushing her to this way. So they were like, "Oh, you should, go work at the FBI so you can get information about a potential job role, whatever." And she was like, "Okay." So she actually did apply, and she like passed with flying colors. And it's because the entire time they kind of like hacked the system to make sure she got in. Because she, like I said, she's lucky, so she has a good like way of finding things. So, they were pretty much like, let's use her skill of finding something we want her to find. And yeah, she finds it.
Love it.
She finds it, and that's why she's here.
All right. There is no difference between the two.
Okay, I'm
At
good
least
with my
game-wise.
my handgun.
Okay. Keep in mind, these are service weapons. So anytime you fire a service weapon, there can be an investigation.
Oh, poopy.
Whoa!
Oh.
So sorry. My cat just knocked something over. Hold on.
No, Chibi!
I heard that.
Was the naughty?
Even
It
my
was like an
EPA gun. I have to
Uh-huh.
report that. What if I'm shooting
Uh-huh.
a bad leaf?
Oh.
Looked at me funny.
All right. You should have all of the weapons. Oh, does anyone want to take the knife?
No.
Well,
No.
well, somebody should take the Glock 22 then. Because then
Okay.
if you
Molly
shoot
looks
the-
at Agent Paw and is like, "You should take it." All right, she's not here. I'm an
She's-
idiot.
she's-
Agent
Yeah.
Paws dealing with some cat
Yeah.
business.
As she's staring
Who's
into the
being
distance,
naughty?
I take the gun and place it in her hand. Pat it gently.
And there's anything in
Okay,
pause time?
sorry.
No, it's okay. In my hand?
No, in Agent Paw.
Okay, good.
Oh wait, what?
Okay. They're
Oh.
handing you the used Glock 22 that they found.
This way, if you fire your gun, it's not like your service weapon, and they won't be able to trace it back to you.
Kimmery accepts it and thanks Agent Pond. And then she kind of like just not plays with the gun, but kind of like rotates it a little bit in her hand, nervously. And her eyes glance over to the right side of the room to kind of inspect.
As
Yeah.
you as you're playing with the gun, you notice that it's got scratches, it's got scuff marks. It looks to be a pretty old service weapon. The serial number on the side is intact, and you being in the FBI would know that you'd be able to run that if you had access to a computer or someone that you could call to run it.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, and I wanted to see, is there anything else in here? Any mummified hands?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
then
wanna look over.
Then Paul looks over to the right. What you see is just some kind of random objects. At first glance, they don't look anything strange or unusual. You see on the wall a poster featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Fun.
There's an old matchbox just kind of sitting on the top. There is what appear to be a pair of blood-splattered pliers.
Ew.
Inside of a drawer, you find a crayon drawing of a cow in a field. 3 stick figures are laying in the field, and the cow is covered in red.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, what?
There's an old-fashioned kind of hand radio. One unusual item you find is what looks to be a human skull with an electric plug coming out the bottom of it.
Oh.
Aesthetic.
In the eye cavities of the skull, there are little LED lights, one red, one green.
Oh,
So
fun.
festive.
Merry
Um,
Christmas.
I love
and
it.
pulling
That's my tree topper.
open another drawer,
Perfect.
you find roll dice. You find 16 Costco membership cards.
Oh, yeah.
All of them are
We're
expired.
rich.
Oh.
That's insulting.
no!
It's the saddest I've ever been.
So close.
In the corner is a mini fridge plugged into like what looks like a generator that it's not running. And then on top of a filing cabinet, there's an old Commodore 64.
What is that?
Hmm.
Oh my God.
An old computer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Games
okay.
computer.
Yeah, that's like a 80s computer, right? Like,
Yes.
Ooh.
yeah, old.
80s.
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 Nuts!
Sorry.
Oh!
Is it Rock the actor or Rock the WWE Dwayne Johnson? Like, which version of Dwayne Johnson is it? Is that
Which version?
It
Yeah.
is
Which era?
the wrestler.
the wrestler?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love it.
That was an important question.
Mm.
It is.
I
It
kind
was.
of want to approach the skull. I'm not going to touch it. I just want to
Okay.
look at it. Does it look like it's recording? Is it actually plugged into something?
It's not plugged in.
Oh.
Plug it in if you want.
Mm.
I strongly advise against it.
No.
Well, is it a real skull?
Yes.
It appears to be. Someone could do maybe a medicine
A
check
roll.
or a first aid
Oh.
check.
Mm.
Medicine check.
Ooh, who has higher?
First roll, baby, first roll.
Or if anyone has like biology, science biology, or anything like that.
My
I have
first
no
aid is
medicine.
10.
Let's see.
And I don't have
Don't even
medicine.
I have
I
medicine
also don't have
20.
medicine.
I don't see
I have
medicine at
10
all.
first aid.
Yeah.
Where is first aid?
It's on the left row. And then first aid's on the last.
What was the other one you said we
On
could
the
do?
last?
Oh, I just
If you have like a science biology,
I have science and environmental.
Oh, I have 50 first aid.
Oh,
Hmm.
that could be good.
I think she could do a diagnostics test, right?
we
We don't even know
Want
if
me
it's
to
real.
diagnose?
diagnostics
Oh.
test.
Okay. Can I roll a first aid to see if
give
it's
it a
real?
roll. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
First roll.
Exciting. Okay, I'm checking. Let's see.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, is that good?
Yay!
Yes!
Success!
You succeed.
Oh, yay!
It
Oh,
looks,
the thrill.
it feels, and it smells like a real human skull.
Yummy.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ew.
Is this important to our quest?
No.
No.
It's
just aesthetic.
festive. It's just decoration.
Exactly.
Probably.
Just
they did
belongs
say
in my
this contains
house.
other things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, at least we know it's real.
Mhm. Unfortunately.
Unsurprising.
That probably means
Given that
everything
they-
else in here is real.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they said
Even the
take-
John Cena, The Rock poster.
It's real.
You know, I thought so, but I was like, damn, that's such a good song. I'm not upset about it.
Do you think we need any of these things? Because I know they're kind of weird, but maybe there's something we could use?
Kimmery looks around, and the thing that intrigues her the most is the crayon drawing of the cow.
Yeah.
She wants to take a
Ooh.
closer look at that.
Okay.
Given that
let's just-
the whole thing is based on a child that was lost, a crayon
Mm.
drawing
Looks like a
seems a
children's
little
drawing.
fitting.
Wow.
Potentially.
Yeah, you pick it up. It's on regular plain paper. Looks like it has been crappily drawn by a child. There is no
Molly
writing.
has good search. Can she like roll to see if it's real or important?
That would be. Let me see what that would be. Search is more if you're looking for something, whereas this would be more.
Forensics?
Yeah, maybe forensics.
I have that. I can try to see how
I have
old
that.
it is.
Yeah, I have 30.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have
Let's see how old.
60.
If you want to give it a roll, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
Oh
Not a critical.
It makes sense.
Oh,
It's her
no.
first
Drawing.
time.
Oh
The drawing
no!
falls on the ground, and you step on it and slip and hit your head on a filing cabinet.
Cartoonish.
Oh, my,
my gosh.
favorite. I'm not a nat 1 aesthetic.
Oh no!
For chat, Delta Green, there are crits and fumbles. You crit if you
Dead
roll a
pawn.
success, and the numbers match on the dice. So 77, 66, 55. As long as it's under your skill, that's a success, a critical success. If it is over your skill, that is a critical fail.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
And
that's my
Pond
higher.
Ow. Am I bleeding?
You just have a little bit of an egg on your head
Oh.
and on your
no.
face.
Oh no!
I think it's
Molly like gets down and is like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. I think it's a bad
She
drawing.
gives her like a hug.
Unfortunately,
Hug.
the drawing is ruined now as she stepped on it and then.
Oh my god! It's going to the bottom of her shit list so fast.
I'm so sorry. Maybe if we just put it back, no one will notice.
Molly like helps her up.
Thank you. I'm sorry. It's my first time. She's like sniffling. Her eyes are a little shiny.
Oh. It's okay, Agent Pond. Don't. It's just a drawing. None of this stuff is important, so don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay, thank you.
Fiona kind of takes interest in the computer and kind of calls Agent Processor over. Do you think we'd be able to find anything interesting on here?
I think we could try. Is there something I can do?
There's an on switch.
Oh!
All right.
there an
Amber
outlet?
turns it on.
Okay. It turns on. The screen turns on, and an old 8-bit game loads on the screen. Text comes up in old 8-bit style. It says Casilda's Lament.
Oh my god!
It appears to be a text-based adventure game. So you
my
have to type instructions into the game to make it do things. So you
That's so
control
cool.
you control a little character in a ball gown, and she looks to be at a masquerade ball in a royal palace. And she's just kind of standing there, like bopping up and bopping down, waiting for you to
Like Agent Pearl.
type in.
Like her
something.
little
Should we play this game?
wiggly PNG.
Oh yeah.
In her dress and she's wiggling.
And her little
So cute.
Do you think it's worth a try if we play?
I want to see what happens, but this room has already hurt me once.
Oh. Molly like pats her shoulder.
I want to see. That's awful.
Can we roll to see like if it's something? Like, can somebody?
Yeah, we can play this game?
We
Try
can
to
play this
type
game.
out some instructions.
Oh yeah, because it's text.
Wait, what?
It's like a text-based game.
Yeah,
You
so
have
it's
to
like a
tell
text-based game. So you type out
Oh, yeah.
walk to the wall or walk through the door.
Yeah. So just type
Oh.
help. I help.
Oh.
Where do we type?
There's a little keyboard attached to it. The Commodore 64 is it's keyboard attached
Let me
to
look at this computer.
a little computer. Yeah.
I did that, so I was like, yeah.
Oh, how fun.
Right?
Oh, what?
Aesthetic.
Where is this?
Exactly.
I'm just Googling it.
Oh! Okay, so do I just tell you what
Do I
the
have-
command?
Yeah. Just whatever you want to put in.
Yeah, walk forward.
Okay. She walks to the right, so it's like a side scroller. She walks from left to right, and at the other end, so at the very right of the room, there's a door leading into some other part of the palace.
I love it.
Walk to door? I've never
Okay.
played a text.
It comes up and says, which door? And there's looks to be another door. There's a door at the end on the right side, and there's a door about 3/4 of the way to the other one.
Which door should I go to? Amber asks everybody.
The first door.
Could try the closest one first.
First door?
Okay.
I'm so tense right now.
Walk to. I don't know how you would type that. Walk to first door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. It seems pretty intuitive, and your little character kind of walks to this first door and stands there.
Open door.
You gotta be real specific with them.
Okay. She
I see.
reaches out a gloved hand and turns the knob and opens the door, and you see the screen kind of changes, and now you see there's partygoers inside, all masquerade partygoers inside with masks on, and they're just kind of bobbing up and down to the left and to the right as they appear to be dancing.
Cute.
You could type join the dance.
Join the dance? We could try talking to them too.
Ooh yeah.
Talk to guest.
Okay. She goes up to the first guest, and you see just little chat bubbles coming up. There's no words or anything. It's just as if an imitation of speech. After a second, a mysterious figure in a white mask appears, and he kind of glides up to your character, and a little speech bubble comes up and says, "Will you take my hand?"
Tuxedo mask.
It's the prince.
Take hand.
Okay, your character reaches out, and the screen goes black. And after a couple of seconds, you see a symbol show up.
Oh.
Oh! I wonder, should I draw it?
Interesting.
Write that down. Agent Pond, you have a notebook?
I'm drawing it. I'm drawing it.
Agent Palm, you have a very high occult.
Yes.
Give me a roll on this symbol.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's go.
Nice.
Yay!
You know this
Yes.
to be called the yellow sign.
That's really bad.
And
And
the
Molly's
screen
like-
turns black and turns off.
Whoa.
Oh no. Opal knows that's really bad, but Agent Palm doesn't.
No.
The rune is bad?
Yeah, that's like Cthulhu elder gods bad.
Oh, it is?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
know
no.
that.
I
was
didn't
just
know that
like,
either.
I was like, look at
Yeah, I
it.
was
It's
just
pretty
like, that looks nice.
Yup. Bad.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I
But
draw
yeah,
it
so
happily
Molly
in my-
tells them what it is. Because Molly knows what it is, so Molly tells them what it is. I mean, I don't know what it is, so just pretend
Yes.
Molly tells them what it is.
The yellow sign is associated with the King in Yellow, which is an old French play,
Okay.
and it is a play that says, or should I say, that is supposed to, in the second act, turn anybody that watches it insane.
Oh,
I'm already
Oh.
Wait, I think
Um,
I've seen like
The
a
King in
dating
Yellow
game.
resides in Carcosa, which is
Carcosa.
this ethereal city, almost like in another reality.
The world without doors.
The world without
Ooh.
doors.
It's
Okay.
cool. He's bad. He's
Okay.
bad.
It's bad. Mhm.
Interesting.
Yay.
So should I be drawing
Well-
it in my notebook? I've already drawn
I
it.
think we should make a note of
Yeah,
it.
I think it's probably a really good thing to know, especially since we're dealing with the occult and a little
Yes.
big boy. I think it's a good idea
Yes.
to have it
To at least
down in
know.
case
Mm-hmm.
we need something.
Is it okay to write it down, or is that gonna like ruin something?
Are we gonna summon the man in yellow, the god in yellow, the king in yellow? What was his name?
Yeah, King in Yellow.
The man in yellow.
Whale in
The
Yellow.
man, the king, the thing.
Everyone
Who
with
is he?
ADHD put together immediately, not remembering
Oops.
anything.
Mr. in Yellow.
Mr. in yellow. It's like the man in the yellow hat from Curious George.
Exactly.
That makes it not
What the
scary. I
heck?
like that.
Yeah, he's not scary anymore. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
how we should
absolutely
think
see
about
it. There you go.
He's just like, he could be like the Babadook, an ally.
Oh, happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
Imagine summoning the man in the yellow hat, says Waffle.
We need a monkey.
All right, it is 6:25,
Okay,
and
we gotta
you
get out of
have
here.
to head up to the Hetchy Reservoir.
Yeah, how far are we from there?
Great.
You can Google it.
Do we have a vehicle?
Oh,
You have
We got
some
car keys.
and there's a file folder as well that you have.
Oh, we should probably
yeah,
open
I
that.
think we've
Agent
looked
Pearl.
for that.
All right, let's see what we have. She opens up the
Right.
file folder.
Right. All right, just doing this. There we go. Boom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, folder.
ooh.
So inside this folder, you find a portrait of Brandon McGill. There is an obituary of Brandon Frederick McGill.
This is the child, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
This is his death certificate. They called the.
Oh, sorry. It was taking a minute to upload for me.
Oh yeah.
And then you find the incident report filed by the Park Ranger National Park Service from just yesterday. These are all in your journal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there is quite a bit of text in these. So if you wanna, you can head out on your journey and read them on the way. That's up to you.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
probably best. We're on.
Yeah, I think so, too.
We're on a
Mhm.
time limit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
This is so cool.
All right. So yeah, you you head out back. You find the keys open a black 4x4 SUV that's just
Nice.
parked nearby. It's got 3 rows of seats.
Nice.
I think Agent Pearl
Oh.
drove last time, right?
Yeah, I think we switched off.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, that's right.
We can't get too tired, we don't want
Yeah.
crazy things to happen.
Wow.
So it is about 2
Oh.
hours away. This is in
Okay.
fact a real place, just FYI.
That's so scary.
I think I've heard about it.
I don't know if I like that.
It's Yosemite Park, right? In Yosemite Park?
Oh yeah, Yosemite.
Yes.
Hetchy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard about this.
Hetchy Reservoir, I said. Is there?
And
Uh,
if you want to look at the main screen, I will turn the light on.
Main screen. Okay.
oh.
If you double click on your ID badge, that will open up your character
Oh my god,
sheet.
that's awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa!
Oh my god, this is so fancy!
You said double click on our ID badge?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just on the screen.
Is it not working for
It did
you?
not let me, but I believe it. I know my internet's wonky, so...
Yeah. it might
Oh,
take a
I
minute.
see. That's so cool.
I love
I
it.
don't have sufficient permission to view Agent Palm.
Yeah. Same.
Yes.
What?
You can. You only open your own.
No, I can open the others.
Oh, you can?
Oh!
Yeah. Just
Oh, yeah,
only
I can
their just their personal stuff, like one personal.
yeah.
tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't even open Palm at all.
Yeah. Same.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, is it? No.
Also,
I thought for a
07
minute I had
Agent
it.
Pen Pal.
Yeah.
Oh, pen pal!
It says
No
rip
pen
pen
pal.
pal
her.
in the bottom right.
Rip Pen Pal. Oh no.
And what does it say? Rip Prime and Pierce.
Prime and Pierce.
Interesting.
Maybe former agents.
Former
Dark.
Oh yeah, they're in
P-cells.
P-cell. Yeah.
Ooh, restore Hetchy. It's where we're going. This little sticker in the bottom left.
Oh.
Ooh.
you should be able to
Ooh.
open Agent Palm now.
Okay. Yay.
Oh, I can see all her stuff though.
Rosalie,
can I-
did you not
Oh, yeah.
see?
Huh?
Oops, wait.
Yeah, I went to go read my personal page and it was loading for me and I was like, what's going on?
Oh, I can open...
What does this say?
Can you open yours yet, Rosalie?
All I was able to open was Misty's.
Oh.
Oh. It might be my internet. Okay, I can open them a bit, I think.
There's
It
pills
didn't let
on the
me
table.
open mine, but...
Oh no! I pressed off the screen real fast. Let me sign back in. There we go.
Yeah, maybe try refreshing as well if you need to.
Oh my gosh, the flip phone.
The what is watching?
I think darkness.
The darkness is
There
watching.
we go.
Oh, there's something
What?
on the bottom right
Watching.
corner, too.
Oh.
I can't read it, but with the skull.
Yeah,
very
it
Welcome to the
bottom,
apocalypse.
Hmm.
says rip.
It says
pen
Rip
pal.
Ooh.
Pal.
No, at
Aw.
the very bottom.
Yeah.
Where the skull is.
Oh, it says Rip Pimba. Oh!
I'm on there
I
twice.
miss her.
Twice as nice.
Oh, I miss her
Aw.
every day.
Poor Pen Pal. Well.
I have tried my best. I had to save us all.
No, you did the right thing.
No.
This is
She
pen
was
pal
doing
from
her
Beyond the
due
Grave.
vigilance.
Rip.
This is Pen Pal from Beyond the Grave.
I speak to her through my head.
Aw.
It's like she's still here.
Mhm.
All right, who is
This is
driving?
cool.
I think Fiona will drive.
Okay.
She's
Fiona's
pretty
our
confident.
DD.
I'm the DD, the big D.
The big D Fiona.
The big D. Oh.
Who's riding shotgun?
I'll ride shotgun.
Okay.
Agent Paw.
All right in the back.
I'll sit in the middle.
I'll sit on the other side. I'm just
Push
nowhere else to
together.
go, you know.
Aw. Fiona pulls
Alright.
out of the parking lot and gets on her way.
Great. So yeah, it's going to be about a 2-hour drive up to
Okay.
the reservoir. The journey takes you from Oakdale, California, onto California Highway 120, onto Highway 49, and back onto 120, and up into the mountains. What do you guys do? Do you talk? Do you just drive in silence? Do you look at the folder?
Paw's gonna be looking through the folder.
Okay.
Reading through
Processor,
it.
this is her first time in a car since the incident, so she's very uneasy.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
three
wow.
So she's got
Well,
the
every year
Oh, that's
Aw.
true. That's true.
Oh, she doesn't have to, I guess. Yeah.
No, yeah, she lives in a city. She works at home.
Right.
She doesn't even have a license.
Oh.
Oh, well, no wonder she shouldn't have been driving.
Yeah. What the heck?
Would somebody like to read the obituary for Brandon McGill?
I can do my best to read. I'm illiterate, but I can try.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Okay. Brandon Frederick McGill, Pauline. Brandon Frederick McGill of 1911, Evergrove Place, a 6-year-old child declared missing in June 1980, is now pronounced dead on his birthday, Wednesday, July 8th. Oh, it's almost his birthday, you guys.
Oh.
Brandon was a bright boy with an infectious sense of enthusiasm that radiated in those around him. His parents, Ian and Anne McGill, adored their son and his curious nature of the world. It is with regret that the parents announced their child as dead 7 years following his disappearance in the Yosemite National Park. He was last seen by his parents before disappearing into thin air by the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir. Despite numerous searches by volunteers and the authorities, there has been no suggestion as to what happened to Brandon McGill on that day. A funeral service will be held for Brandon at the Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic Church, followed by an empty casket burial and vigil at the Topeka Cemetery. All manner of guests and mourners are invited to share in the remembrance of this poor child. Survivor is a father and mother, Ian and Anne McGill, or surviving is a mother and father, Ian and Anne McGill of 1911 Evergrove Place, Pauline.
Okay. Would somebody like to read the incident report?
I'm driving, so I would probably crash and
Probably not. I have to read it.
I mean, I'll read
can
it, I
if you
guess.
want. Oh.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Let me. Do you want me to just read the summary, or would you like me to
Yeah,
read
just
the
the
top
summary.
part?
Yep.
Okay. On July 1st, 2012, at around 5:43 hours, Brandon Frederick McGill was found in a huckleberry field near the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir, about 500 meters south from this is hard to read. Colna Rock, and 2,000 meters west of the Devil's Chair in open wilderness. The child was found by NPS Rangers Tomika Galagos, who was patrolling the area after a complaint for littering by park visitors in the nearby campground, approximately 3,500 meters east of the trailhead station.
Pause.
Pause?
Sorry, pause.
You're good.
July 1st, 2012. It's
That's-
June 30th, 2012.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like,
Wait,
is
no.
Good catch.
Yes. Good
Yeah,
catch.
I think
Good
they found him Saturday, June 20th is what I have in my notes.
June 20th.
No,
okay.
they found him yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Saturday.
After he's been
6
declared dead for like years.
30 years, yeah.
30.
Yeah.
There was found. Yeah,
Okay.
that is my bad.
Okay.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, continue, Agent.
Good job, though. Okay.
That's what I like to see.
Galagos observed P. McGill at the approximately 150 yards, aka 450 feet. The child appeared coherent and was walking through the huckleberry field when Galagos approached him. She remarked he was naked and covered in dirt. When asked if he needed assistance, P. McGill identified himself and admitted to having lost his parents. What the hell? Galagos accompanied B. McGill to the Rancheria Falls Trailhead Station, where his wounds were assessed. The child had minor cuts and bruises attributed to his exposure to the wilderness, but no further physical injuries. Galagos also provided B. McGill her cell phone so he may contact his parents. Galagos spoke to his parents. Oh my god. I and A. McGill, discovering they are not in Yosemite but home in Topeka, Kansas.
Oh.
What the hell? A child has reported missing by the name of Brandon F. McGill on June 22nd, 1980. Galagos and her supervisor, D. Keena, were concerned that the child had misidentified himself and sought assistance with the Sacramento FBI office. Photos of the child were exchanged with a positive identification match mode. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Wow.
P. McGill is currently under care of the Rancheria Falls Trailhead Station until his parents arrive tomorrow afternoon. July 2nd, 2012.
For another positive identification match, federal agents will also be dispatched when available.
That's not a good
Oh, we
idea.
gotta work fast. Oh, frick.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I hate this.
That's
Okay.
crazy. I'm obsessed.
I love this. It's so
I'm
weird.
obsessed
I like it.
right now. I'm obsessed.
Mystery.
All right. About 30 minutes pass, and you're discussing the files, passing them back and forth. And about 7 o'clock, Agent Paul, you get a text message.
Okay.
What's your
And-
ringtone? It's 2012.
It's on vibrate.
Oh, alright.
It's boring. Always on vibrate.
Oh,
I guess that's it. I'm not a vibrate. Just kidding.
something's wrong with your
My
phone.
bad.
Blocked
No,
messages
it's on vibrate.
and it's ringing.
I know.
I know. Yeah, they're
and-
hacking my phone.
It says, Agent Xerxes of X Cell.
Oh.
Available
okay.
if you need me. I have access to FBI database. Let me know if I can help.
That's so interesting.
And from the briefing, your handler said that X Cell was the one that intercepted this case.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay.
They're holding off the real FBI agents while we can run in there and pretend to be
Right.
And do our thing.
Yep.
Nice.
Kimmery will send a brief message back with a what should I say? Texting isn't my strong suit.
Do you think that they could run the serial number on the gun?
Ooh.
Excel?
Yeah.
On the Glock that you have in your possession from the
Is that
box.
something they can do?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, then let's do that. So
Ooh.
she'll text just like a casual greeting, a thank you. I actually would like to ask for some help right now, and then explain the handgun and ask about running a thing
Check
on it.
Yep.
Check.
Sure.
Thank you.
I got you, babe.
Thanks.
A couple seconds go by, and they respond. Affirmative. We'll get back with you when I have info.
Cool. Kimmery will respond with THX.
I like that.
Perfect.
Very boomer of her.
No, it's no.
All right. Time passes, and about 45 minutes later, you get the text message back,
Ooh, okay.
and it says, "Handgun belonged to." Oh, sorry, there we go. Handgun belonged to FBI agent Paolo San Monaco, who disappeared 4 years ago.
Oh.
Hmm.
4 years ago. Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Location of disappearance was Montreal, Canada.
Oh.
Canada.
And this is a
Um,
FBI agent?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Do you think he's one of the people, the Rip Pierce or Rip Prime?
Oh,
Maybe.
Past
Oh,
agent.
maybe.
That's so smart.
Could be.
That would make sense.
Past P-Cell. Wait, what was his name? Paolo?
Agent Paolo San Monaco.
Paolo San Monaco. Okay. Kimmery just kind of passes that information along to the rest of P-Cell in the car. Just to keep them in the loop.
Nice.
And so they know it as well in case it is important for later.
Okay.
Understood. logged away. All right, the journey continues, and you're heading into the mountains now. It's winding roads, kind of switch back and forth. Is there anything you want to address while you're on the way, or do you guys just pretty much drive in silence? How are you guys feeling right now?
I think Molly's definitely trying to take it all in because she's like, okay, well, this isn't a job. This is like my actual job. And now she's like, maybe all those things I have seen ever since I've, remembered have been real and not just figments of my imagination. And she's just kind of like coming to terms with that, that everything she thought she knew was wrong.
Oh no.
But surprisingly, she's okay with it. So,
All right.
she's like, you know what? This is just more good experience for any kind of role I take on. And she's just a very positive person about it.
Oh, you're doing great, sweetie.
Oh, really proud of her.
Oh, she would say thank you if she knew. And be like really excited.
In the back of the folder, you also find photographs of Hetchechi itself.
Ooh.
Oh.
Spooky.
Beautiful.
This looks like something that would be on that Parasites Inside Me show that was on Animal Planet.
Oh
Stop.
my God.
Don't get me started on
No.
monsters inside me.
that one.
There are
one
multiple
D
images
Friends
as well.
with the monsters. Gross. Big Lake Reservoir.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
also if
Ooh,
you
yeah.
double click on the map on the main page,
Oh,
on the satellite image, that will open up your journal as well.
Oh, wow.
wow.
That is awesome.
So many cool things. I'm in love.
I'm overwhelmed and so excited.
This is so cool.
know.
Okay, this is the station right here in the middle. Devil's Chair, Colana Rock. Okay, he was found like right
Wow.
near the station.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, the dam.
Agent Pond is gonna speak up. Be like, you all seem very experienced. Have you worked together before?
Kimmery will nod and explain a little bit and say, wait, how long ago? 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago, we were on a mission together. That was our first and last mission with Delta Green. So we met there, but I haven't really seen or heard from either of you since.
I wasn't sure you'd want to hear from me.
That's valid.
Wow.
No. Agent
Fiona
Pond.
kind of working.
Molly nods.
Dirty work. Just gently says to Agent Processor, you did what had to be done. You didn't do it on purpose. And I think she would understand.
Thank you. I just wanted to protect us all.
And you did.
But yes, Agent Pond, we've worked together a bit, but just once. But we'll all never forget it.
It's interesting that you're all called together again. I wonder if that happens, often. Maybe you guys worked well together before?
I think we just got the job done.
And we did what needed to be done. Like Pearl said. Right, Processor?
Yeah.
Molly wants to ask so bad what needed to be done.
Are beefing!
but she's not asking because she can feel the vibes and they're not good right now. Oh.
These are not the vibes.
She's like, I should not ask this question. That would just be bad for me. So she just keeps it inside, but she's just like, I wonder.
Interesting.
She wants the
You've just
tea.
learned there's a lot of sacrifices you have to make in Delta Green.
Was it with a kid like this, you know? A kid that's suddenly reappeared out of nowhere? Is it a similar case?
No, it was entirely different.
Oh. I scribble it down in my notebook.
Agent Palm,
Hmm.
as Pond says that, you have just almost like a little bit of a flash of a memory of being in a forest alone and scared, and then it goes away almost instantly.
She kind of just like brushes her fingers through her hair because she doesn't want to show she had a moment. Because she is a trained actress and she knows not to show real emotions.
You guys all know I'm new to this. I've seen some weird things, but never anything like this before. She, like, stretches her, like, interlaces her fingers and, like, stretches them, like, nervously. One time...
Some things are just very... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead.
I think some things are just very hard to be explained. But I feel that we've all experienced things similarly. And that's potentially why they've brought us together.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that this happened right next to a big body of water. The dam there. I've never been to this national park before. But the things that I've seen that are unexplained, they happened in water. So I wonder if maybe that's why I was brought in on this mission?
What have you experienced in the past?
She pushes her glasses up. Well, like I said, I work for the Environmental Protection Agency, and there was an oil spill that we were...
Oh.
Or not oil spill, sorry, a chemical spill from from a...
It's even worse.
It was in a big, pond, a body of water near a residential area. Big chemical spill from a corporation. We were going in there to try to help clean up and find them and, all good stuff, get them arrested, all that. And it's very exciting. One of my first cases. And we went out there to take a sample of the stuff. I said oil spill because it reminded me of an oil spill. You would look out at the surface of the pond and, she reaches her hand out and it's shaking a little bit. She's like gesturing to this imaginary body of water. She's like, it's, the surface was so black. It looked like asphalt. It looked like solid. And I tried to take a sample of it and it moved away from me.
What?
It wasn't a normal chemical spill. It had a mind of its own. I hope it's nothing like that, because that was really awful, but there were no children, so...
Molly is intrigued yet again, but also knows this is probably not something she should ask.
Yeah, anyway, she gets out her notebook. Any stories you want to share? You don't have to, just, It's a long drive.
Well, I, for one, didn't really believe in a lot of this before my last experience with Delta Green. You know, there would be things that I couldn't really explain, but I always convinced myself there was a reason for it all, some sort of explanation. But there was no explanation for what we experienced and witnessed the last time. And Kimry decides to open up just a little bit about that. And it, I think, did more damage than I ever expected it would. So, even though you may have experienced these kinds of things in the past, just know that this could very well be something worse. Something that you don't expect. Something that you can't even fathom or imagine in your mind. You'll see things that you don't ever want to see. So, just know that going in.
Gulp.
Unfortunately, that just seems like part of the job here. It's not really anything we can control. All we can do is back up our teammates and make sure we each get out of there safely. But just know, like Agent Paw said, some things can't be explained, but you just have to trust your gut instinct in the moment.
And with that, we will. You pull up to Yosemite National Park, and you see signs up ahead for Hetch Hetchy Reservoir and Rancheria Trailhead Station.